Hello, and welcome to another Room for Improvement production. First things first, this video is dedicated to my good friend Will, who pointed out my brief period of absence from YouTube. Honestly, I didn't think anyone cared, but nevertheless, here we are. And trust me, Will, I know what the fans want. They want a quote-unquote animated video that begs for subscribers, 6 months of dead space, and to top that all off, you're gonna talk lazily into the microphone for 10 minutes. So, if you hadn't already guessed, this video is a short podcast, so I'd suggest doing something else while listening, pull out some homework, play a video game, maybe fall asleep to this. Then again, I don't know what kind of person you are. If you want to fall asleep to a 16-year-old boy talking. Okay, so this video is about the band Coin. They are a band out of Nashville, and while that may make your mind automatically think, oh no, red flag, country band, don't worry. They're actually indie pop, and I've heard a lot of people describe their sound as LA, but then again, I don't know what that means because I live in the good old Canada, the northern wilderness. How about them moose, am I right? Anyways, they consist of curly hair on lead vocals and synth, long hair on lead guitar and background vocals, pedo stash / hipster glasses on bass, average Joe man on drums. Look them up, seriously, you will know which one is which just by looking at a picture. Not making it up, I swear. I discovered them last summer when I was in my grandpa's 91 Blazer, and it was one of the few occasions where he let me switch off from 60s on 6 to whatever I wanted, really. And usually I would change it to Hits 1 or see if I could Jimmy rig my phone up to the car, but of course, it being a 91 Blazer, sadly I could not hook my phone up. So I decided to head to Alt Nation to spice it up a bit, I guess. And boy was I surprised when I caught the last little bit of Coin's Talk Too Much. And let's be honest, if you know Coin, you probably know Talk Too Much. That's probably the only song you know, unless you've, taken the time to listen to their other songs, or you by fluke came across another Coin song. Other than that, you're probably someone who doesn't even know who the heck Coin is. Well, they're just an amazing band, and honestly, I'd recommend giving them a listen. I came to love them when I decided to listen to their full album, and I decided to listen to their full album when I went on Apple Music, and I downloaded Talk Too Much because I heard it on Alt Nation and listened to it, and I loved it still. And I downloaded Talk Too Much, and I decided to listen to a couple other songs from their album. And usually when I do this with a band, I'll listen to like 3 or 4 and not like all of them, and maybe like one of them, but not as much as the one that I originally came there for. And I end up only downloading the one hit song or something that I came there for. With Coin, this was a whole different experience. Don't tell anyone, but I spent all of ELA class just listening to Coin. I listened to their I listened to their full album, How Will You Know If You Never Try. I listened to their first album, which was their self-titled album. I downloaded both of them that day, and best decision I've made in a while. They're so good. And I guess now I'm going to talk about their 2 albums. So their first album is Coin, their self-titled album, and their single was Run. And now Run was pretty good. I guess I'm saying was. Run is pretty good. I discovered it after I discovered the second album, which is... Anyways, Run is a good song. It really sets the tone. Even though it isn't their first track, it really sets the tone. Like, you know what kind of band they are. And then listening to their album, you know even more what kind of band they are. There's some bands most bands fall into two categories when it comes to first album, either trying to find your sound or already have a sound and will play to that to the death. And not gonna lie, Coin doesn't find a happy middle. Surprise, surprise. Their first album is essentially just what they are known for, that kind of like 80s pop, or 80s rock, sound with the synth and the bass and it's nevertheless, it's a good time. I'd suggest listening to it. Then again, I'd suggest listening to everything Coin puts out because they're great. Now, here's I know we're in the middle of the video, but here's a little disclaimer. This is subject of change, of course. So I'm only 16. Coin might not be my favorite band 10 years in the future, but for now, they are definitely my favorite band. I like all of their songs. Some more than others, but I like all of their songs. Their second album followed their single Talk Too Much. And I've already said Talk Too Much is the song you know if you know Coin. Oddly enough, that isn't my favorite song. But nevertheless, Talk Too Much, I think, was made to appeal to the everyman. It was really trying to like reach up there on the charts, and I mean, it was played on the radio. That's how I discovered it. So I guess they were successful enough. But Talk Too Much is good though. Don't get me wrong, Talk Too Much. I love Talk Too Much. And I'm sure if you're a normal person, that's the song you're gonna like. My favorite songs, however, from them in general are I Would, from their first album. It's just a really good song, and you can get the feel of what the band is from that song. It's a really nice, like upbeat jammin' song. Don't Cry 2020, again, a really good song to groove out to. I love it's got this kind of like slow build up and with the guitar and the synth, and it's awesome. And then you get to the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus is my favorite part. And then you get to the chorus, and by the time you're at the chorus, you are creaming your jeans. And then my third favorite is Are We Alone? And I like this one from a writing perspective more than a catchy like tune perspective, song perspective. However, the tune is great. Don't get me wrong. It's just the writing. They take this like really simple theme of like being on a date, and your date is just looking down at their phone. That's it. And you could be talking, but instead they're just staring at their screen. And speaking of phones, my phone is going off like crazy right now. Maybe I can fix that in like post. Who knows? Just don't mind it. Anyways, that's why. And then like I like how they take that simple theme of just someone looking at their phone on a date, and they make it into a fully fledged song. What I like about them is like they'll a lot of the time take like sad lyrics and turn them into a like happy upbeat song. And Coin, of course, obviously is not the first band to do this. Far from it, actually. But what I like about them is you're never gonna find depressing themes. Like it's never gonna be like someone died, but like super upbeat. It's never gonna be like someone died. Like the saddest they get is I don't even know. The saddest they get is not that sad. Or on the flip side, I like how they have like really just happy songs that you can groove to. You can dance to. Like they honestly, they just get me through like these songs, man. They get me through long car rides. They get me through weekends at the lake where I have no reception. They get me through boring classes, tests, you name it. They get me through hard bosses in video games. I'm looking at you, Ursula from Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm coming for you. Anyways, Coin just like gets me through all of these things, and I love it. I just love them. Give them a listen. If I'm not asking you to go and like listen to their full album. Just go listen to them. Give them a try. See what you think about them, and if you like them, cool. Obviously they're very niche bands. So you're not gonna find, if you're looking for a really depressing emo song because no one likes you. May I suggest someone not Coin? Maybe My Chemical Romance? I don't know. You're not gonna like Coin if you want music like that. If you want like this romantic ballad about a man who loves a woman, won't stop at nothing to get her, you're not gonna get this from Coin. Again, if you want heavy metal, not gonna get it from Coin. Coin is very like 80s rock, like pop, indie pop band. So if that doesn't sound appealing to you, then do not listen to them. But regardless of what sounds appealing to you, I would listen to them just because they're great. But again, that's me, bias. Yeah, that's pretty much all the topics I wanted to cover. I'm sorry if I repeated myself too much in the video. Trust me, I'm not going for any like writing award with like the script I have. Heck, it's not even a script. It's just a list of topics that I wanted to talk about and like really short blurbs. The first one is intro to Friends dash funny joke. That's all that I have written down there, so you can tell the kind of like loose feel I'm going for with this. And the reason I'm going for such a loose feel is because I want to upload more. Like I like uploading, and I like hearing what my friends have to say on these videos, and I like just creating something, and talking about things. And I'm such a chatterbox that I thought I would talk about. Like I thought I'd talk about Coin first because my friends are probably all sick to death of, my close friends anyways, sick to death of me telling them how good Coin is and how they should go listen to Coin, and please can I put on Coin? Please give me the aux, please. No, they're probably tired of stuff like that, so I just thought I'd put it out in the ether and let it hang there. Again, they're a great band. They're a great band. If you're down, I'd give them a listen. If you're having a bad day, I'd give them a listen because they just cheer you up. They plaster a big gold smile on your face. I want to thank anyone who made it to the end of the video. I know it's dumb, but it really means a lot to me because I'm sure a lot of people heard the bad audio and the cringy jokes and they were like, man, nope, clicking out of this. It still says I viewed it. That's okay. He'll think I viewed it. But if you got to this part, then comment duck toast. Then I'll know. Anyways, yeah, the video is dedicated to Will. Give a listen to Coin. Thanks. Subscribe if you want.